This video, we're going to be covering what you can expect for AMC earnings heading into tomorrow. If you are a trader or an investor in the stock market and do find value in live technical analysis, we live stream every single day, Monday through Friday at Market Open and Power Hour. So if you do find any value in that, take action by hitting the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's hop right in. The Nasdaq saw its best day since November, as of course the epic 10-year cooled off and it pulled back off its highs. Grateful for that. With the overall market rebounding, guys, due for a rebound after we've been getting completely slaughtered. Thus, obviously helped GameStop and AMC hit new highs, I am not gonna lie. And tomorrow, most likely, the 1.9 trillion stimulus bill is likely to pass, which can set stocks to a new high. It can continue that upward momentum. We'll talk about my Tesla position, which it closed. We'll talk about that then. LA movie theaters can reopen next week at 25% capacity, which is following the footsteps of New York. Gavin Newsom announced that, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. Adam Aaron, by the way, mentioned that New York and LA were the key cities of reopening headed into this year in 2021. And we'll talk about the earnings. What can you expect tomorrow for earnings? The earnings call is tomorrow. We'll be covering all of that. Fintel, guys, first and foremost, by the way, has the borrow fee rate for AMC rising at a new high of 14.29% as of 3 minutes ago, with 300,000 short shares available. We'll cover GameStop right now. Obviously, guys, investors are not expecting, since we've been closed, theaters have been closed, astronomical earnings. We're not expecting that, but with the slightest chance, we might beat expectations, which is what we're hoping on, and we want causing a raise in the stock price after hours. This can cause a flood of traders and investors hopping in pre-market, which causes that gap up. Again, if GameStop does the same thing headed into Thursday, it's going to be easy for an AMC gap up if we do beat expectations. But also keep in mind, any slight sign of optimistic news on the earnings call can cause a spike immediately then and there after hours. So any slight guidance would be expectations. That is the key you want to watch for. Also be careful if we do miss earnings. The media wouldn't be surprised if they magnify that to try to spook as many investors and traders away into closing their position. So stocks usually, from what I've seen with earnings, they sell headed into the close. People don't want to deal with earnings. They consider it a gamble. They want to dump their shares and they rebuy back after the dip. But if there is a dip, I think it'll get really bought out really quick. I'll be adding, if there's a dip, exactly what happened with Tesla on their earnings. It immediately dropped aggressively after hours and then it bounced. This is sometimes obviously seen as the buy the rumor, sell the news. To me, the first quarter and the second quarter of this year matter more than anything on what happens here in the fourth quarter, since we are slowly opening back up this year. 2021, this year is the year for AMC. It being at 1180, which was the after hours high, if I'm not mistaken, will cause a lot of day traders tomorrow to hop in on from AMC and GameStop. GameStop has seen a lot of day traders lately, but AMC today, if you guys notice, we're not in that same trading range we've been trading. Sometimes it goes flat, it trades sideways, but that I think is now gone. It's broken. Today we had amazing volatility, amazing volume. I believe we were up 100 million on volume today, which we haven't seen for a while. So as for resistance level, guys, the next for GameStop, let's go first with GameStop. The next big resistance I've been talking about is 300. That's where we first crossed down under after hitting $513. That's the next level of resistance we have. When we were at $50, we said it could go to 75, which happened to be the SMA there on the 4 hour. We broke past that, we hit 200, we pulled back, we had that beautiful ascending triangle breakout. Now we're at 250, we're at the $half mark. The next stop for GameStop is right around 300, which happens to be the whole number resistance. As for AMC, that same pattern, look, first cross under that EMA on the 4 hour translates to AMC at right around $14. Again, earnings is much more of a catalyst than these technicals. With the right estimate and the right guidance on the earnings call, we can easily see $14. That strength is very much apparent today after hours on AMC. So I would not be surprised for this stock to have some legs. The FINRA, by the way, by the time you're watching this, the FINRA short report or short interest is probably most likely out. It's not out yet, but right now it is showing 16% on the short interest for AMC, which I think is completely off, completely wrong. I'm very curious to see what that update is later. For GameStop, I believe it's like 60%. Yes, 60.35, which again, I think they're both completely off. GME for the short interest report, for the short shares available, is showing 850,000. I believe last week it was at 1.3 million, if I'm not mistaken. The fee on here, by the way, is 2.40%. As for my Tesla position, guys, I sold my Tesla position today. I saw that rebound we were talking about. It even hit new highs after hours. We're talking about a massive rebound on Tesla. Nasdaq ripped. Tesla is up 110 points, 20% today. nearly almost 20%, with it being 688 after hours. That is completely insane. That is the bounce we got. We stuck to the plan. Do I consider buying back later? Yes. Obviously, this time I don't want to jump the gun and immediately start buying as it dips. I want to wait for it. Technicals, it completely broke out past the trend line here. We've seen that resistance on the lower highs. So I might consider adding more, starting my position at 623. Once we dip under 650, that's where my alert is set at, literally at 650.90. That's where I start accumulating my interest, and on 620s I start executing my position. So we'll see what happens. We have the stimulus. We have a lot of catalysts that are happening this week. Keep in mind, earnings for GameStop is on March 25th. The CFO leaves on the March 26th. So there's a lot of news to come. Very excited. We'll be covering all of this on this channel. So if you guys do find any value on this, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the free Discord and the live trading session tomorrow. It's gonna be a wild ride, guys. Buckle up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.